it's Rich back with you for another video. We got a little break in the weather. It's been very rainy and foggy here over the last couple weeks, but today we're going to take this 1995 M20J out. We have it for sale. Really nice example of a Mooney. We're going to take it up, maybe do a little instrument approach and some actual weather here. Take you along for the ride.
Bravo Golf, left at the river's approved, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 26 left, left turn at the river, 598 Bravo Golf. Okay, here we go.
This is 4 November Delta, extend downwind.
634 November Delta, extending downwind.
And Gulfstream 1 Delta Bravo, unfortunately, SoCal's not going to be able to accommodate that because it does take a while to get the release from the west. Be able to make this a full stop?
Yep, we'll make it a full stop. Thanks, 511 Delta Bravo.
All right, freeway.
Turning base up to 605, 4 November Delta.
November 8 Bravo Golf, traffic 12 o'clock and 2 miles. Looks like they're on the ILS descending for a Torrance at 2,000 indicated as a Cessna. Frequency change approved.
Thank you, sir. 598 Bravo Golf. Okay, as I mentioned in the intro, the weather in Southern California has been pretty lousy. We're used to pretty much
4 November Delta, extend.
Good weather all the time. It's not horrible, but rainy and cloudy and low visibility, low ceilings. We just climbed out over the water here, and it's much better here than it was right on the coast in Long Beach Airport. So we took off VFR and we're able to climb out of here VFR, and we'll probably maybe we'll get an approach back in this 95 M20J MSE. I think MSE standing for Mooney Special Edition. I was looking at an article AOPA wrote long ago, and they said it stood for many special enhancements or something like that. So it was an upgraded M20J. This has electric cow flaps, speed brakes I think came from the factory, just a lot of nice little upgrades on the airplane. That was a very successful airplane over the years that they built it. I remember when these were brand new thinking they were really cool airplanes, and I still do. They're fast, pretty fast and efficient. We're doing we have an old school true airspeed indicator here, so we're at about 3,500 feet, and we're plus, call it plus 10. That's right about there. We're doing almost 150 knots true airspeed at 3,500 feet in this thing, on about 12.7 gallons an hour. With the IO 360, that's a really nice engine. Fuel efficient, bulletproof Lycoming engine. Same one that's in like a new 172, but they get more horsepower out of it in the Moonies. But these are just really solid, efficient, fast, comfortable airplanes. And if you're traveling around like a state of California or wherever it might be in 200-mile range, I can't think of a more efficient airplane than a Mooney. I've always loved flying Moonies. I just think they're really great airplanes. This particular one is really low time. It's got like 1320 total time. He put some nice avionics upgrades in there. You got a couple of G5s as a attitude indicator and an HSI, and a 530 WAS, 430. I believe these are both WAS. And then new 345 ADS-B in and out transponder, 340 audio panel, and then the GFC 500 autopilot, which we're on right now, which, as I've said in many videos, takes these airplanes, in my opinion, to the next level in terms of capability, because it's a very solid, reliable, modern autopilot that really allows you to do so much in the airplane that maybe you wouldn't be comfortable doing without it. And I always think it's a great safety feature. Not that you don't need to be able to hand fly an airplane and instruments if it fails, but it's just a good workload reduction tool for if you're flying single pilot and instruments. So this is a great example of an M20J. It's, you know, with this autopilot, it's just really cool, smooth, fast, in great shape. This is all original, and it's just really cool to see these airplanes that are well maintained and upgraded and just chugging away like like they were new. All right, looking at some cruise performance on this Mooney. So right now we're at, we'll call it 4,000 feet and 23, 24, which is about exactly where I'm at. Maybe pull just a little bit of power back, a little faster. Right about there. For 25 Rich a peak, this says you can go all the way back to 9.2 gallons per hour. That'd be 75% power. Or no, 65%. 75% power, 26 on the manifold pressure and 2,400 RPM. So let's try that. We're getting about 25 and 2,400 RPMs, 10 gallons an hour, so I can lean it out some more, and 158 true, which is pretty much kind of what we're getting. And if you went up to 10,000 feet on 8.1 gallons, 144 knots at 55% power, and at 65% power, you're going to get 160 knots on under 10 gallons an hour. So that's why, you know, Moonies have such a great reputation for speed and efficiency. You compare that with a, you know, 182 at 10,000 feet, it'd probably be burning at least a couple more gallons an hour, and you'd probably be doing, normally aspirated 182, you'd probably be doing 100, maybe 140 knots, maybe not. And so again, this airplane, you know, pretty fast and efficient. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the avionics setup in this airplane. And I mentioned all the components, but you know, right now with this GFC 500, it's coupled through the G5s here, and the annunciators for the autopilot are up here on top of the G5. So we're in heading mode, autopilot's on, yaw damper's on, altitude hold at 3,500 feet. And I've selected all those on the controls here, but it gives you a nice readout on the on both the attitude indicator and the HSI. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go back to Long Beach, and we're going to shoot the we're going to see if we can. We'll have to get an IFR clearance to Long Beach and do a ILS and a 3.0, and we'll do it all on the autopilot and kind of show you how this G5 dual G5 setup with the GFC 500 and the, you know, previous edition to Garmin's latest is the 530, and we'll let it work off of all that. SoCal Mooney 598 Bravo Golf.
Mooney 598 Bravo Golf approach.
And we're VFR Mooney 3500. We're just northeast of the Catalina VOR request. I'd like an IFR clearance into Long Beach via ASCAL for ILS 3.0.
Bravo Golf, that's on request. Squawk 0227, maintain VFR.
0227, maintain VFR. 98 Bravo Golf. So here we are entering the approach plate to Long Beach on my phone here. We're going to go to ASCAL. They might make us go to 4,000, and then we'll fly inbound and join the localizer. So we'll try to get the full approach. They may end up vectoring us, but there you see us on the approach plate. So on these, you know, when they're not automated, we have to put the ILS frequency in manually, and then we have to change the cursor, the CDI source from GPS to localizer, and that's in there. And I'm still on the number one. I'm still in GPS mode because I'm navigating to ESKIL. The newer equipment does all that switching for you automatically. So on the older systems, you got to do that on your own. Okay, fuel's on the fullest tank. Our approach and avionics are set. Everything else looks pretty good. I'm gonna put our mixture and prop up later. You can see here too, we're getting weather via the the ADSBN off of the transponder,
Southwest 1034.
as well as traffic,
Approach 121.3.
which is really nice.
20.3, see ya.
Coming off ADSB.
90 Charlie Romeo is 4,000. We're a little left of our original course.
8 Bravo Golf. We'll have to orbit here or pick up that clearance. We're getting pretty close to the clouds.
Bravo Golf. Okay, stand by. There's just a lot of traffic inbound to Long Beach right now. Give me 1 minute.
Roger.
Okay, no Marine Bravo Golf to Long Beach Airport via radar vectors by your present heading and descend and maintain at 3,000. Reset your transponder and squawk 5256.
5256, clear to Long Beach via radar vectors, 3,000. 8 Bravo Golf.
0 Charlie Romeo, 10 miles from Gunny, turn rating 270, maintain 3,000 till established and localizer, cleared ILS Approach.
All right, turn 270, 2,000 till established, cleared for the approach.
0 Charlie Romeo, altitude 3,000 till established.
3,000 till established, sorry. 0 Charlie Romeo.
Okay, coming downhill at 3,000, we changed our code. And he said vectors present heading, so I'm going to go to heading mode. And then I'm going to activate vectors to final.
1349, turn right turn heading 110.
Right,
There we go. Now I got a green needle here with the inbound course automatically loaded. And so when I activated the approach on the 530, it automatically took me out of
heading 110.
it automatically took me out of GPS. Okay, and then I'm going to set my inbound course manually on this one. So we have dual HSIs. Well, that's not an HSI, but nav sources for both localizer and glide path. I got 3,000 set, so that should level it at there. It went to altitude hold, so that was working good. And I'm starting to slow this down a little bit because Moonies are pretty fast. So again, we got green needles here. Localizer is active. We don't have a glide slope yet. Same here.
28 Bravo Golf, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 1,600.
010, 1,600 for 8 Bravo Golf. Okay, then I got to select 1,600 here. 1,600.
Continue on your present heading.
Vertical speed. I'm going to put the speed brakes out for this descent. Keep us from going too fast. Speed brakes are really nice in the Mooney. Looks like after all that, we really didn't need the clearance. 500 to go. Now we have an active glide slope here and here.
R8 Bravo Golf, turn left heading 350.
A left turn 350, 8 Bravo Golf. Okay, there's 1,600 leveling.
8 Bravo Golf, you could maintain that speed until you get to Gunny.
We'll do 8 Bravo Golf. Okay, I'm going to put flaps out, and then I'm going to get rid of the speed brakes. Approach flaps. And really, you know, I'm flying this just like I would if I were in a M2 or Mustang, and we have the procedures are essentially the same. 330 to join, 1,600 till established, cleared for the ILS 30, 8 Bravo Golf. Okay, so we're cleared for the approach. Now we can hit the approach button. You wanted me to keep this speed. Let me keep this speed up till final.
57 with Charlie to the approach, roger. At the shoreline, you can resume your own navigation.
Okay, at shoreline.
28 Bravo Golf, contact Long Beach Tower, 119.4.
19.4, thanks for your help, 8 Bravo Golf. And Long Beach 598 Bravo Golf, ILS 30, full stop.
November 598 Bravo Golf, Long Beach Tower, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land 30, 598 Bravo Golf. All right, so we are
Wind 28010.
still 2 miles from Gunny, so I'm going to use 1 dot above or below the glide slope to get my gear down. My gear speed's checked. So I'm just going to do this just like I do in the Mustang or the M2 or the CJ3 Plus or anything else. Okay, there's 1 dot, so gear comes down. Gear's unsafe. Gear's down, and I got a little indicator down here. Gear's down, 3 green. And the glide slope's coming. Now I'm in my flaps land range. Power's set. There's the glide slope capture. Start coming downhill a little bit. Glide slope's captured. Flaps full. sure proper coming forward. And that tone reminds me to set my ILS approach altitude. Here's down, there, and there. Fuel's on the fullest tank. Flaps are set for landing. Make sure proper. Nice, easy. Just like a jet. About 500 to go to minimums.
Southwest 5500, traffic key 11 o'clock, 4 miles eastbound, Cessna 1000.
Alright, we're looking at 7.
There's minimums right there. Autopilot comes off. Just fly the flight director down the runway. Very, and then the last gear check, down, down, down. Really very similar to flying a Mustang. I think Mooney's people have a tendency to land them too fast because they're kind of slippery airplanes. We can slow them way down.
Mooney Bravo Golf, ready park.
Going to OCR 8 Bravo Golf.
Mooney Bravo Golf, turn left to Delta 4, kind of ground.
Delta 4 to ground, roger.
All right, back on the ground in this 1995 Mooney M20J. It's on the market. You can see it at OCRaviation.com. Great airplane. Everything works. It's always a pleasure to fly an airplane where everything works good. It's autopilot. Really, again, is a game changer on an airplane like a Mooney for flying single pilot IFR like we just did. And that approach, everything was, you know, just really like it is. I kept saying, just like it is in a Mustang or an M2 with a G1000 or G3000 with this autopilot. So if you're interested in the Mooney, check it out. Thanks for watching.